What's going on? I'm a little bright, ain't I? I'm glowing back here. Hold on. Let me try to turn. Nah, that ain't gonna help. Let's try to turn this way. Hmm, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna be on here long. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. I just had a few announcements I wanted to make. Yeah, just a few. So y'all know, in Kentucky, they are celebrating the Derby today. Specifically Louisville, Kentucky is where the Derby is held. I'm not. I don't care about the Derby, but I do have a few announcements on Derby Day, and so I'm gonna share those with you all and just check in and see how things are going with y'all. Everything's all right here. We're good. Just still waiting. Hey, bro. Still waiting on baby to come. Nothing's changed. Unfortunately, I'm sad, but nothing's changed. And trying to combat these allergies. Lord Jesus. Anybody else having allergy issues? Yeah, like I mean like it's bad. Inside, outside don't matter. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, first announcement. Um, I am probably in the next, let's see, 5 days, 6 days. I'm gonna try to do as many recordings as possible. Um, got some things coming down the pike that I want y'all to know about, and maybe some of you all will engage and participate in. But I want to kind of get those things done and get going as soon as possible with those things. So the next 4 to 5 days, 5 or 6 days are going to be kind of intense unless baby comes and then I won't be doing a lot of stuff. But don't be alarmed if you feel like I'm blowing up your notifications, okay? Because I have a lot going on. Hey, Bivy, what's going on? Good to see you. So the next 5 days or so, I'm gonna be like blowing y'all up, okay? Um, notification after notification, okay? And so if baby doesn't come on her own, I am scheduled to have surgery on Friday to help her come into the world. So yeah, just keep me in prayer, keep baby in prayer and the family. And then I will share once everything is good and I can get myself together. I would definitely share the seed that we planted 9 months ago and allow you to kind of see how she is and what she is and looks like and all that kind of thing. So I will share like a short video um, introducing you all to our new family member. And then, let's see. Hey, baby, I know you were due any moment, and I didn't want. Oh, you're fine. Whatever it is, let me know. So I got about 4 or 5 days. I do believe. What's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, about 5 days. To be busy and get stuff done. Before I have to go into the hospital. So let me know. Just email me, okay? And then today I launched my plant nursery opening. So if you are local, I can definitely help you out with some crops to plant in your gardens this year. Everything on the list isn't available right away. It doesn't mean it's not growing or I don't have it. It just means I'm not ready to sell it. I want them to get a little bit bigger, the plants to get a little bit bigger, but mostly I do have a good variety available right now for pickup. So if you are local, you can pre-order May 1st through, let me not lie to you. So pre-orders are May 1st through May 4th. And then pickup days, we have a few days, May 5th through the 8th. where you can pick those up, and you can pay by Cash App, PayPal. And I do accept cash, but I kind of want that to be a last resort. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bibi. I kind of want that to be a last resort, but I do accept cash as well. Correct change would be even better. So, hey, Tada, what's going on? Oh, thank you. I don't know. We have to come up with a farmer named Tada66. Do I want to out who you are, Tada? It's funny to see you though. But thank you. I don't know. Maybe we should all work on that name together. Once you all meet her, maybe we could come up with a farmer name for her. So we have Little Big Girl Farmer. Everybody knows who she is, right? Um, I don't know. We'll see. I can't wait to meet her either. So I'm excited. Um, so we got the pre-orders again. You can pre-order May today, starting today through the 4th, and there's instructions on how to do that on my website. If you all haven't been to my website, it's barefruitandgrow.com, and just click on order online, and Plant Nursery will pop up. Our link to the Plant Nursery list will pop up, and everything highlighted in yellow is what I have ready to sell for you right now. Everything else is growing. It's ready to come. I just want the place to get a little bit bigger for you before I send them on their way. And so if you have any other questions, please let me know. The other announcement is that I am going to officially start a campaign, if not tomorrow, maybe sometimes within this next 5 days, but I just kind of want to go ahead and put it in your ear, um, to help people who want to start vegetable gardens, and our growers for the first time. So I have about 7 packages I want to give away. And so, what you would do as a patron or a donor is be able to supply that stuff to them by way of just sending a donation of $25. So $25 will get them soil, pack or 2 of seeds, okay, but mostly plant starts, a fabric grow pot, a smart pot, and we'll have them on their way, okay, to start a small space garden, okay, for $25, okay. So if you would like to donate $25 to help someone start a garden, you can do that, okay. And then I'll post again the PayPal and the Cash App link in the description below. I already have a donor, and I'm so excited that she, it's something that I was wanting to start, but I just didn't know when. So that she kind of just got me going. It was like, Letitia, just go ahead and do something, okay, and get it going. So I'm excited about that. And I will share a list as well of all the donors on my website. So if you would like for your name to be listed a certain way, where you're from, maybe even we don't have to do that, but just your name listed a certain way, that's fine. Just let me know. Shoot me an email when you donate, barefruitgardening@gmail.com, and send it on to the Cash App or the PayPal. So I'm excited to be able to do that. So I want to help 7 families start small space gardens, and they're all beginner gardens, beginner gardeners. Okay. Hey, growing with Donnie. Hi. Yep, I'm just making a few announcements. So we talked about baby. We talked about the plant nursery opening. We talked about the donation campaign to help people start small space gardens for $25. What else did we talk about? I think that was it. Yeah. Yep. So, and over the next 5 days, I'm probably gonna be blowing up your notifications. Okay. Because I will be going into the hospital soon if baby doesn't come on her own. So, I got to get a lot done, and I have a lot to show you all between now and then. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Missy. Good afternoon. Yes, it's Derby Day in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't care about it. Um, I don't. I just want. I'm enjoying the quiet, beautiful day. It usually rains on Derby Day, um, like almost every year that I can remember, and it's a gorgeous day today. So yeah, it's gorgeous. I've been outside combating the allergies, trying to get stuff done with the allergies, y'all. Anybody else having allergy issues? Yeah, it's like whooping my butt today. I grew up in Nashville, and it was always a thing. I didn't carry there. Yeah, it's like the event of the year, right? And I'm just like, okay, I'm over it. I worked Derby when I was in college, and when I tell you it was hard work, we were carrying like 20-pound bags of ice. It felt like a half a mile away from these tents. I was like, y'all can't give us a go kart or something. Why we gotta carry 20-pound bags of ice everywhere? It was crazy. Oh, it's been raining where you are? Yeah, we lucked out today because usually it does rain on Derby, Oaks and Derby, but it's beautiful today. Yeah, but there's a lot going on this year, and people are there. People are having a good time. Whatever, I don't really care. My neti pot helps with allergies. Okay, yes, I've heard of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just pop a Claire. I mean, not Claritin, Zyrtec. I'm allowed to take Zyrtec once a day, and that's pretty much all I got. And drinking a lot of water because I feel like all of my stuff just sits in the back of my throat or the back of my sinuses, and then it drains so slow. So sometimes holding my head down makes me really dizzy. Like even looking at this computer, sometimes I kind of have to do that or tilt my head back for that to pass on through, or just keep and drink. Take about 4 or 5 big gulps of water, and it helps. Hmm. Yep, and then I wear a mask outside too. My neighbors today, I was outside counting plants, and I have 3 neighbors right across the street, all door to door, are next door to each other. All of them decided to mow their grass at the same time today. I'm outside like really. Y'all not gonna let me get this work done. Yeah. So yep. What else is going on in the world, y'all? Are y'all planting out your gardens yet? So in Kentucky, it's like a tradition or one of those old timey, like traditions to plant your gardens after Derby here. And I don't even, I mean, this year I happen to be planting after Derby, but I don't really pay attention to that. I watch the weather. So last night it actually got down to 39 degrees, but we're not supposed to have another drop like that for the next 10 days. So I think I'm good. I think I'm ready to plant out my garden. So I'm supposed to have volunteers today. Nobody showed. So but next week I have 2 days where volunteers are coming before I go into the hospital. So I'm hoping to get some of the plants in the garden. Everything I know, my flowers did horrible this year. Nothing. The marigolds have not come up. Nasturtiums come up, but they won't last very long because our weather it's like we don't even have a spring for very long. Like it gets in the 80s really fast, 85, pushing. It's crazy. So I'm hoping. Yeah, but my flowers did horrible this year. I'm still waiting on them to come up. Everything is growing except flowers. Okay, my flowers are only half opening. I know it's weird. M. Edwards. Hey, M. Edwards. I started mine inside your flowers. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I started some plants inside. I moved them. Oh, dang. You know what? So I'm starting to harden off the plants, and really, you want to just leave them out for a couple hours. And I put mine in the shade. But I forgot to bring them in the house. So anyway, my red cherry tomato plants. They got burnt by that fertilizer. So I'm trying to. They're trying to recover. They're trying, but it's slow. It's slow, slow, slow. And then I have some cubanelle peppers. ancho chilies, and purple jalapeno. Um, that look good. They look good. But the tomato plants were burnt up, y'all. I don't know what happened. And everybody got the same amount of that fertilizer. I just don't know what happened. I don't know. So we'll see. But I really needed to move them in. You haven't sown flower seeds yet? Well, I feel like I'm gonna have to sow more or something. They're just not coming up. I don't know. And all the flowers that I sell in the nursery are edible. Hmm. All the flowers we sell in the nursery are edible. Still indoors, but finally getting sun. I'm putting a few pots out so they can get stronger. Tomatoes not doing well, but the beets are fine. I don't. Everybody's having problems this year. Everybody like stuff that you don't typically have problems with. Everybody is having problems. I mean, I had some people from Kansas call me. Some people from Texas have called me. Some people from Michigan have called me or emailed me. It's crazy. It's like people are just having so many problems this year, and these are gardener like learned, seasoned gardeners that I mean, we all make mistakes and have casualties in the garden, but these are people that kind of know what they're doing. So yeah, just stuff dying or not taking off at all. I don't know. And it seems like one of the seed companies I ordered from this year, and I ordered most of my bulk seed from them. Not doing too well. Those are not doing too. I have to reseed and reseed and reseed until something finally comes up. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy from them again, but they have some glorious prices. I mean, compared to everybody else, the prices are great. I just wonder why the germination rate is so low. It's so low. So, um, M. Edwards says this is my first year. Spinach and lettuce doing pretty good in containers. Hello, congratulations. Yeah, lettuce is actually so easy to grow most of the time. That spinach though can be fussy. So congratulations on actually growing that as a beginner, because I'm not a beginner per se, but I don't like growing spinach. Mm-mm. It's like but I did learn that I have to keep that soil wet pretty much until they germinate. I have to keep it. I mean, cause like almost every day, watering uh what I've planted, or it's not going to germinate. Spinach needs a lot of water in my experience. I'm in Ohio and the weather has been crazy till now. Yep. Yeah, and then like stuff is bolting already. Like my Napa cabbage bolted and it's still in flats. And I was supposed to have that in the nursery this year, and it's all except four plants have bolted. So it just got too hot, and they're not in the greenhouse; they're outside. I mean, I've had them outside for a long time, and they've bolted already. So I can't sell those like that. You know? Yeah, I have like four plants. Yeah, that's good, M. Edwards. I'm so glad. Your bok choy bolted. Yep, I had that happen too. Now I have some purple pak choy that is just beautiful. I mean, when I tell you that plant, Purple Lady is what it's called, Purple Lady Pak Choi. And I got those seeds from the Garden Mac, Nick Thomas. If y'all have never heard of Nick Thomas, check out his channel. But he gave me those seeds, and oh my gosh, that Purple Lady is beautiful, beautiful. So my pak choi that I had for the nursery bolted, but the purple lady hung on, and I only had like maybe six plants. But I'm gonna try to next year. I'm not gonna reseed because I feel like they'll just bolt soon. So, but next year I'm going to get as many purple pak choi seeds as possible. And plant for the nursery. Yep. Yeah. They're beautiful plants. Beautiful. Yeah, I had some second year mustard greens, curly mustard greens that bolted already. They're already going to seed, but they're second year plants, so that's okay. Yeah. So, if anybody have any luck with herbs this year? So I planted mint, oregano, and parsley in that cinder block raised bed in my backyard like 3 years ago, and it comes back every spring, and they're gorgeous plants. Gorgeous plants. I'm gonna post. Did I post the pictures of them? So if anybody locally wants fresh cut garden parsley, oregano, or mint, I have that available right now for you. I have it available right now. I did post it on my Instagram. So if y'all have not followed me on Instagram, please go on Instagram, Barefoot Grow LLC. I know, Bibby, right? Like, listen, I love purple, the purple, and like sometimes there are crops called red something, like red mustard green, giant mustard greens, or red burgundy okra, or something like that. But that it's and it is a little bit more red, right, than purple, but it looks purple to me, sort of. But anyway, those colors are so beautiful. Yes, yes, I agree. I do have a seed collection called a Royalty Seed Collection, and it's mostly purple and reds. Mm-hmm. Purple and red crops. Yep. Yep. I am in zone. I used to say 6B, but now this year they have us listed as 7A. So I'm in zone 7A in Kentucky. Excuse me, y'all. I mean, these allergies. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Hold on just a second. Actually, let me send that to voicemail. That was a doctor's office. Probably just a reminder about the appointment. Okay. Yes, that's awesome that they return annually. Mm-hmm. They're perennial crops here. Yes, if I could just get my rosemary. Oh, I have time too, by the way. If anybody wants time, I didn't take a picture of it and post it. I should have took a picture. But I do have time available as well. And then, but the rosemary, I don't know what it is about rosemary and sage, and it is like in high demand. And um, so I have some plants, but I feel like they're in containers, and I feel like I just need to put them in the ground. Yeah. So that's gonna be a project that we do here soon. Is put the sage and the rosemary, and the sage even came back. I wasn't expecting it to come back, so I reseeded. And those plants are really, 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 really tiny right now. Um, but yeah, the rosemary should be a perennial as well and come back. But I need to put it in the ground. I'm gonna get that out of the pot. It's like a 17-gallon pot, so it should be big enough. But I'm I think it might do better in the ground. I really want a rosemary hedge. That's what I want. Yeah. How do you keep the mint from taking over, or is the plant alone in the cinder block? So, this is what I learned. It doesn't matter if you plant the mint, one mint plant in a cinder block, okay, in the hole of a cinder block. It does not matter. It will still eventually spread. So I did that, and it still spread. So um, I have volunteers digging up plants, and so I just pot those plants. It's really they root really easily. I've had great success with digging them up and put them in a pot. But they need to go in a pot. If you don't want them to spread, the roots to spread, and they spread. I mean, all roots are underground, right? But the what's it called? The root or rhizome or whatever. It's very thick, um, and vigorous. So it took like 2 years for that to happen though. So don't think just because you plant it tomorrow that 2 weeks from now you're gonna have mint everywhere. That's not how it works. Mm-mm. So if you don't want it to spread everywhere, um, put it in a pot. And that goes for anything in the mint family. So lemon balm can do the same thing. Oregano can do the same thing. Hmm. And my oregano is doing the same thing. Yep. The parsley, not so much. The only reason why the parsley is in different, it has spread, but the seeds have dropped because when my parsley plant was as big as a daggone 40-foot tree. Okay. And last year, and so it had a lot of seed pods, and I was trying to collect pods. Some of them already busted open, so the seeds dropped, so it reseeded itself, and so that's why it's spread. But it doesn't spread like mint and oregano. Yes, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Yes, I've seen the red mustards online, and there's a blueberry cherry tomato. Yes, I have that as well. Indigo. I'm trying to get lilac pepper. I've never heard of lilac pepper, but I do have a purple pepper, a purple sweet pepper that I'm growing this year. I have black beauty eggplant so far. Cool, 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 cool. Eggplant is one of those. I ain't made up my mind. I'm not 100% like excited about eggplant ever. I don't even really like to say the word, much less eat it. I mean, I can't eat it, but it's not one of the crops that I would prefer to grow all the time. What I want to try to do is grow some different varieties. So I have the long purple one, the Asian long purple, because apparently that's better on the grill than the Black Beauty. Some people say. I don't know. I have never had it, so I'm willing to try it though. Do you propagate any trees? I am getting into that. Um, I'm not an expert, and if I do have stuff for sale, it's because uh, so I'm working with somebody else to do that. But I don't have anything right now. Right, in the next couple of years, I should be working with somebody that lives in Texas, who is working on their inventory. And so I want to kind of outsource to them. And she is a black gardener in Texas. Um, and then I have a friend here locally that is getting into grafting trees. So I'm hoping that maybe, I mean, they're just backyard. They're not interested in really selling to the like on a large scale, but they would give me like 7 to 10 plants or trees to sell. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So we'll see. And then I may send like fig tree cuttings. I have 3 types of figs. So I may do that as well. hmm I don't mind doing that. But and then I just started like berry plant bushes. So I have raspberry and thornless blackberry plants in my nursery. Um, and but I just started that. Uh, and I did not propagate those. Somebody gave them to me, like they dug them up out of their yard. Like, I have 50 of these. Do you want them? And I'm like, yeah. I'm keeping a few. I kept like 10. Especially the thornless blackberry ones, but the others are for sale. hmm it's a purple sweet pepper. Okay, they changed the names. That's the one I want. Girl, they changed I feel like there's at least 4 or 5 names for the same crop. You know what I'm saying? It's silly. I don't know why they do that. I'm new to your channel. Is there a link for your store? Yes. Barefruit Gardening. I'm sorry. The website is barefruitandgrow.com. So just like the name of my channel, BEAR, fruit and grow, and AND grow.com. Mm-hmm. And thanks for asking. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll put it all in the description once the video uploads. I'll update the description. What type of trees would y'all want to purchase? Yes, thank you, baby. Thank you, Missy. And so I just ordered my first fruit trees from Stark Brothers. I did a video on that. Stark Brothers Nursery. And they're pretty dope. Like their website is very easy, user friendly. But they you pick the tree or the bush or whatever, and they'll tell you what zone, the tree does really well in. They'll actually mail it to you when it's time for you to plant the tree, instead of just sending it to you. Okay. And then they give you a little like guide on how to plant and all that. So like my first experience with Stark Brothers has been pretty good. And no, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just telling you what I'm telling you. I think Apple would do well up here. Apple trees are quite interesting. I feel like sorry. I feel like and the Honeycrisp. I messed around and got Honeycrisp apple trees, and those are probably the hardest trees to fruit, to take care of and get to do what you need them to do. So I'm just leaving stuff alone. I make sure it has water, that it's I need to spray all my fruit trees. I use a copper fungicide. I'm still learning about how to care for fruit trees, but but I'm just watering and fertilizing and letting nature take its course. Like I really, yeah. But you might be right. But I would check out Stark Brothers at least as a to give you more information. Also, I've talked about in the past like free resources in your community that may be in your community. They're in mine, and so like you can like if you have a local extension office or a cooperative extension office, um, which is usually like a county office that provides everything gardening, like publications, free workshops, all kinds of stuff on how to garden, grow food and flowers and all that stuff. So like just Google your area and see what y'all got around town. Hey Shakira, my apple is the only one I can't get to do anything. See, people tell me that too. Like they have bad luck with apples. I don't, or it's just, and the tree might be still too young. Like so, I have two Honeycrisp apple trees. One is probably maybe 3 years old. Maybe. I mean, no. When I bought it, it was probably a year or two old, and so it's gonna take. They usually fruit between 3 and 5 years, but sometimes it can take up to 10 years for a fruit tree to fruit, depending on what it is. And so you just kind of have to learn. You have to, just be patient. Be patient. You can't control everything. Um, and honey, don't the garden teach you that? Yep. But I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I haven't had any fruit. I had one breva on my fig tree last year, but those trees were pretty young too. So I don't know. Our extension office sells fruit trees and bushes twice a year. It is all varieties that do well here. They sell out fast. Yes, great. And that's what they'll do. They'll definitely sell things that are native to the state, native to your area, or that do really well. So yeah, definitely check out your extension offices. Hi, Dolores and Tony. Hello. So the pawpaw tree is native to Kentucky, and then the American persimmon seems to do really well here as well. Peaches do really well. There are certain varieties, but they seem to do well. So I have a peach tree that has fruit on it already. Um, But I was told last week that the tree sometimes the fruit trees produce fruit because it's stressed, and it's really like you just need to knock them off. Yeah. I heard that. I don't know. So I'm just waiting to see. The tree is still pretty young, but it's got fruit on it. So I need to check because it's still in the nursery pot that it came in. That fruit tree I keep telling you about that I got at Lowe's for like $7 that they thought was dead. Yeah. Um, they were like, "Man, that tree is dead. We're probably gonna throw it away." And I scratched the bark, and I was like, "No, it's not. It's not dead." And I settled for 7. The tree was like a $24 tree or something like that, and I settled for $7. But so I'm gonna see. I don't know. I'm still learning about fruit trees. Anybody else here feel like they're an expert on fruit trees? Because I need to be watching y'all stuff. What other fruit trees and bushes do y'all have? I just got the golden raspberry. I'm excited about that. Mm-hmm. This. No, not an expert. That's all right. Oh, the mulberry. So mulberries are native here, and they're apparently everywhere in Louisville. I've never seen a mulberry tree, but people say that they're everywhere, especially like in parks. Um, I don't even think I've ever had a mulberry. Oh, I also have 2 plum trees. No, did I get the plum trees or a pear tree? No, I got a pear tree that has 2 varieties of pear on it. No, maybe I did get the plums. Yeah, I did get 2 plum trees. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. One starts with an M. I can't remember. I only had, let's see, mulberry trees grow like weeds here. Yep, that's the same here too. M. Edwards. I only have a lone blackberry. I had 2, but the freeze got 1. I've considered a raspberry or blueberry to replace it. That's dope. You should do it. You should do it. I want more. I want more. Are y'all eating? Are everybody eating? Or just you? Everything's ready? Okay, because I'm about to eat. Y'all about to see me act real nasty. I mean, not y'all, but I'm about to get real ugly with it. Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah. I only have a one. Let's see, when do you meet the mulberry? Wait, when you do meet the mulberry, don't let the juice get on your clothes. So, yeah, that's what I heard too. The stains are horrible. Yeah, but y'all, I'm telling you, like fresh blackberries and raspberries give me life. I've had a black raspberry too. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They are so good. And I can't bring myself to buy them from the store. They just don't taste it. Ugh. So I have a friend farmer here in the city. Her farm is called Lots of Food. She literally bought some vacant lots from the city and turned it into a tree nut farm. She grows like hazelnuts, almonds, and things like that. And then they have a few beehives on there on the farm, and then she grows other stuff too, like artichoke, raspberries, blackberries. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Strawberries. Um, stone like a no, not stone fruit, star fruit. I think it's what it is. Star. Yeah, she grows all kinds of stuff. But I went to her farm last year, right at the peak of it was like right not at the peak of COVID, but the beginning of COVID. But it was, oh my gosh, they were just delicious, delicious and juicy. Uh oh. You have wild blackberries. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I remember growing up, and the only thing I would eat blackberries, the only time I would eat blackberries were if it was in a cobbler, because my granny made a blackberry cobbler, and it's still delicious to this day. I haven't had it in a long time. Oh, baby. Oh, that's horrible. Well, let me get off of here, y'all. It has been a pleasure. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go eat some food. All the food is done. It's time for me to take some more medicine. So I gotta eat before I take the medicine. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you didn't, we're not here at the beginning. Please check out all the announcements at the beginning, and hit me up if you need me. In the next 5 days, I should be free unless baby comes early. Hey, UT, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. But just please, let me know what's going on, what you need. I hope and pray everybody is doing well. Oh, thank you, Missy. And I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all know I will. All right. Bye, y'all. Peace.